Good morning. Go on in you go. Well, we had a lovely night last night. It's beautiful. Only the sheep to keep us company. But another really nice thing about this place is we can just throw the dogs out in the morning because there's no traffic. It's all fenced in. Morning, Mr. Sheep. Yeah, so what we're going to do today is have a look at the lower part of the dam, get some film of that.
What a perfect spot.
Oh, this is lovely, isn't it?
Coffee. Yeah. This is just so nice, isn't it?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, there's this breeze, this really warm breeze. Actually, I'd say it's more of a wind rather than a breeze, wouldn't you?
Can't see any reflections on the water now, can you?
No.
Like last night, you could see all the reflections of the hill.
Yeah. And you can hear the water a little bit more as well. It's almost like it's got waves on it rather than no waves because it's a body of water.
I keep seeing fish jumping there, but I haven't seen a fish swimming yet, and it's quite clear.
They don't seem to come near to the side if there are fish, do they? But it's another glorious day. There is talk of storms tonight.
Is there?
Thunderstorms. Yeah, well that's...
I thought that was going to be Saturday.
Friday night into Saturday. I'm going on day-old weather because we haven't had any phone signal since we've been here at all, so we can't really check. But yeah, maybe they've moved it on. Maybe it's Saturday that it's going to be stormy. No sign of it at the moment.
What do you think, Luna? Can we throw you in?
Oh, don't say that. Why would you say that?
Good girl.
I think Maya was quite tempted to have a paddle yesterday.
Do you think she was?
Yeah, she kept going down to the water's edge. I suppose they could paddle, couldn't they, really?
I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to have a paddle before we go down to see the bottom of the dam.
You may have to share the reservoir with the sheep, Gray.
It's not bad.
Is it hot or cold?
It's not bad. It's I mean, it's colder than the air. Gets deep quite quick.
Yeah, it does. And it has surprisingly strong currents as well. You could think, oh, it's safe enough, but I don't know.
I don't know that it has many currents, does it?
Well, when the wind catches it.
Yeah, on the surface.
Why are they dangerous to swim in then?
Because it's cold water generally, I think.
Oh.
Mr. Dragonfly looks really cute until you realise he's munching on a bug of some sort for his dinner. So, back to Merlin, and then we're going to go and have a look at the bottom of the dam. We're parked up at the bottom of the dam, and And as you can see, there are toilet facilities. It's really epic, isn't it? Love to see that in full flow. And here we are at the bottom of the Coed Dam.
The action end, where all that water comes. You get a real sense of scale, don't you, when you stand at it from this angle.
They're obviously using just the one generator at the moment, like they were last night, because the other one would come out over there. As I mentioned previously, this is the dam where Richard Hammond, the Top Gear presenter, was winched up the dam in a Land Rover. Here's a sequence of pictures that depict what went on that day. It looks absolutely frightening to me. I think he was a bit scared as well. And when he got to the top, he had to be winched all the way back down again. Hero or idiot? It's not for me to say. And right up there, see, that's the waterfall we want to get to. Not today, but at some point we want to try and get up there.
After our visit to the Coed Dam, we decide to visit the Elan Valley Visitors Centre. The statue outside the visitor centre represents the centenary of the dams being opened. Inside the visitor centre there's a large cafe. They've got ample outside seating and also indoor seating for light lunches and cakes and things. There's also obviously toilets and a fairly large gift shop with the usual sorts of gifts that you'd buy. I'm quite keen on the ones with a sheep theme going on. There's also a museum about Elan Valley which is well worth a visit as it goes into the history in a lot of detail. Something of interest is there's a machine outside which gives you ice cold Welsh water. Quite handy if you're in a camper van because you can fill up your water bottles and it's free. Outside the visitor centre, aside from all the gorgeous wildlife, sheep, that you can hire bikes for an hour, half a day or a day at a fairly reasonable price. And there are lots of other things of interest to see. And how's this for a bit of kit? Made in Kendal. And it's a hydroelectric turbine. It was one of two that were installed either side of the river below Cabancoch Dam between 1952 and 1995. It generated 200 horsepower, which is about 150 kilowatts, and I think it's 68 million litres of water passed through it daily. The new turbine installed in the turbine house on the south side of the river Elan generates 800 kilowatts, and that's about enough to power 800 homes. This statue of the famous poet Shelley was made in 1988 by Christopher Kelly. Shelley wanted to buy two houses in Elan Valley, but both of them were flooded in the creation of the dams. Ironically, both Shelley and his wife Harriet died by drowning.
You can see why they call it the Elan Valley. Everything's in a valley. This dam is just a few hundred yards from the visitor centre. This reservoir is the Cabancoch reservoir, and this is the Cabancoch Dam. And you may wonder what all these stones are here, but each one of these represents a local area and the population. There's a list of the population in this whole of this dam area. There's about 2,400 people live here. This is a list of all the different population in the local areas. The nearest one to here I think is this one with 883 people. And that's represented by this particular stone. It's a nice thing to do though, isn't it? Recognise all the different areas. And if you've got children, there's a lovely little play park for them there. Really is a beautiful visitor centre. This particular dam is the lowest of them all of the whole group. This one's the bottom one. We will learn more about this dam in later videos, but for now we're going to go and find our park up for the night. Well, we're thinking this is our wild camp spot for tonight. It's a lovely place. It's near one of the reservoirs. I'll spin the camera around in a minute and just show you. It's no one else here. Let's have a look. Yeah, this car park, it's at the end of a little drive in the forest. So we just come down there. Before we have dinner, let's have a little look around. So we're going to have dinner and decide whether this is the place that we're staying tonight, but I think we probably will. Well, this is nice, isn't it? Maya, do you want to come up here?
Do you want to come up here, Luna? So, second night of off-grid, off-grid.
Yes.
Again, no phone signal. Cheers.
Cheers, darling.
And because we're a little bit uncertain whether we can stay or not, we've opted for 0. What's it like? I know you...
It's not quite
your normal doom bar.
No.
Graham loves his doom bar. But we do have this kind of policy that most of the time, if there's any doubt about where we're staying, we don't drink alcohol, do we?
That's right, we don't.
So, not that I drive.
But you can, because you don't drive.
No, but I might have to. I don't know. I just feel solidarity coming on. So I have got my tonic without my gin. So there we go.
Anyway, we're at our nice little park up, so we're going to enjoy this.
We are. And we've got cold food tonight. I was going to do pasta, but I changed my mind because it's been absolutely baking today, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So I thought, no, I'll have something cold. So we got bean salad, and we got like a barbecue type chicken thing, vegan pork pies, vegan sausage rolls, vegan coleslaw. And Graham's got a bit of cheese. But apart from that, he's got the same as me. Nice. What do you reckon?
Lovely. Yeah, very nice.
Food always tastes nicer when it's outside. Does anyone else agree with that? It always tastes better when you eat outside, and I don't know what that is about that.
And now a quick walk for the doggies. At the end of this video there will be a link for the previous video in this Elan Valley series. And join us next time where we'll look in detail at some amazing Victorian engineering.